Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy. I go by they them pronouns, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about whatever I want to talk about and share more of my life with y'all. And we are getting heavy on that last part, okay, because I'm going to share some things with you. Okay, it's gonna be like a double sharing, a duo sharing video. But before we get started, make sure that you click on the subscribe button so that you can be notified when I have a new video out and you can come and hang. We are almost at 100 subscribers, which is insane to me. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. You literally have no idea how much that means to me. It lights me up anytime I get a notification that someone has subscribed, that someone's commented, someone's liked my video. Like, you guys are literally, you don't even know it, but you're changing my life, and so thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so on today's video, you probably guessed by the title, but we are doing a what's in my bag. But I thought, well, to start off, I wanted to do a what's in my bag video because I grew up watching what's in my bag videos, and I've always wanted to do one just for the nostalgia sake. So we're gonna do a what's in my bag video, but then I also thought, why not share a little bit more about myself with you guys? So 2 weeks ago on my podcast, The Blather Chronicles, I talked about an embarrassing drunk story that I had, and I was like, what other stories do I have in my life? Because I feel like a lot of stuff has happened to and for me that I feel like you guys might enjoy. But before we do that, I'm going to talk about the bag that we're going to be looking into. I got this bag because I needed something to like throw all of my stuff in that wasn't like a huge, you know, those like canvas bags where you put your groceries in. I needed something that was like smaller but still able to hold all of my stuff. So I got the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag mini in the canvas because I didn't want the leather one because I wanted something I can just like carry with me, you know? So this is where I store all of my stuff. It's just like one big hole, which is actually preferable for me. I'd like to have enough room to throw my stuff in. And this is what the bag looks like. And I got the slate green. And so we're gonna start looking in here, seeing what's inside my bag, and also getting into a story, which I think you guys might find interesting. So the story actually is about how at 17 I moved to New York, and for okay, I'm gonna have to come back. Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. There was a guy cutting the tree outside. But the story that I want to talk about is how I moved to New York at 17, right after high school. And for those of you who know, I used to live in New York City. I'm going back this year, okay? Let's manifest it with me, okay? I'm going back this year, but I had to come back due to COVID stuff, and you know how the world is kind of imploding. But that is my true home, and I moved there about 8 years ago now. How old am I? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. Yeah, 8 years 8 years ago. And it was a doozy. But before we do that, let's get into what's in my bag. Okay, we're gonna do bag stuff, and we're gonna tell this story, and it's gonna be a really good time, and I'm really excited because I don't think I've shared this story on the internet before. But let's get started. Okay, the first thing is my Coach wallet. Clearly, as you can see, I'm still on my whole New York thing. I literally have not let go of this Metro card, okay? I see it every single day. It reminds me of where the hell I'm going back. But this is from their men's section, I believe. I think like wallets for me are just a little bit too much. So I got one of these little ones so I can just put my cards, my ID, everything in there, and you know, rewards cards, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so when I moved to New York, I was still in high school. I had graduated literally, I think it was like on a Monday, and by Thursday I was in New York City. And I had not a dollar to my name. Well, I had like $200, like not a coin to be seen. It was a very ambitious move, if I do say so myself. I think there was like a type of fearlessness and ambition that I had at 17, and also like just the naivete of like, life is gonna work out for me, and like, you know, things are gonna be great. And that is really what drove me to go to New York. And you know, if I had been like not broke and I had a coin to my name, I would have put them in this thing, which is another thing that's in my bag. This is the Hobo vintage leather coin purse. I literally just bought this thing, and she is a beaut vintage leather. Look at this little chain. It actually stays inside of my bag on the bag straps. I called my dad as soon as I got it so that he could give me $1, because I don't even carry cash, and he gave me coins as well. But this is the inside, really beautiful, just like great quality. Love this thing. So yeah, when I did go, I did not have a coin to my name. Like I said, I think I had like $200, a suitcase, and a bunch of dreams, and that was it. I remember I was working in customer service. I was working at like an old folks home diner place. It was a very interesting place. But I was working there, and I remember telling one of my coworkers, I was like, would you mind driving me to DC, to the bus station, right? And I was like, you can take my car, just like drive your car to my house, take my car, you drive there, you can drive my car back, just drop it off at my house, take your car, go home. And she said yes. Like, she literally was like, okay, no problem. So I graduated, right? You know, walked across, and I was just like, basically like, ugh, to everyone, because I really did not have a great time in high school. That's a lie. I had like an okay time. That's a story for another day. But I was just like, it just felt like the right thing to do. Like, everything in my body was like, go. So I was like, okay. So I remember, like, you know, being at graduation, talking to, you know, like my friends and my family, and at this point, nobody knew. Okay, I think maybe like 1 or 2 people, like my closer friends, knew, so that I could have people to like obviously like check in with and be like, hey, like I'm still alive. But my parents, no idea. Okay, they did not have nary a clue. There was nothing told to anyone of adult age. Okay, that was how I went through that. Maybe if I had told someone, things would have turned out different, but I didn't. Okay, 17-year-old me thought that they knew it all, and so I just went. Okay. Another thing in my bag are these Soft Stations 3-ply facial tissues, okay, because I have been caught without a tissue enough times to know that now I'm just gonna bring a pack. Okay, napkins if I start, you know, sobbing in the middle of a parking lot. We've got tissues. Oh, one of my coworkers gave me this lollipop that I haven't eaten yet. Elote's chili pepper powder covered acidulated lollipop in strawberry. I haven't tried that yet. Okay, it looks good. I just haven't tried it, so it's sitting in my bag. What else is in here? Oh, my car keys. Okay, keys to my car. The Coach tag from my Coach bag that fell off, and so I wanted to keep it, so I just left it on my keys. Okay, you guys cannot see that. Anyway, it's there. Literally just house keys, car keys, one chain. I've really come a long way from being the person who had 75 sets of keys. Now I just have one little bloop, and that's it. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm at graduation talking to my family. We know we go out to dinner, we go out and celebrate the fact that I graduated. Woohoo, hoorah. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, they have no idea that I'm packing a suitcase to leave and to start my brand new life where everything will work out in my favor and I'm gonna get everything that I want. So I get to the bus station. And fun fact about me, I really just, I love to travel, but I get really nervous. So I have like really bad anxiety about, you know, like where am I gonna sit and all this, and like, you know, what if someone, I don't know, tries to like kidnap me off the bus, like really bad anxiety. So the entire time I just have really, really bad anxiety. But as soon as I see New York, everything was like, oh my God, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I had actually gone to New York a 1.5-ish earlier because one of the girls that was in my school, for her 16th birthday, her mom told her that she could take herself and like a friend to go to New York City, and so she decided to take me. Thank you, you know who you are, because you've changed literally my entire life. And I remember just like being in New York and seeing all the people and doing all the things and just thinking, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I was like, at any cost, I'm going to make it there. So for me to get off the bus and like be there, insane. Everything in my body was like, oh my God, this is where we're supposed to be. I was like, yes, yes, yes. And it was just such a great time. Until I came back to reality and realized where I had gone wrong, okay? Because I had made a mistake. Major boo-boo, huge red flag. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. What I would recommend though is carry around some lotion in your bag, okay? I have the Nivea creme. Okay, there it is, there it is. This stuff, I literally just got it out of the dollar store. It's just like, it looks like whipped cream, okay? It smells really good. It smells like baby powder, something you'd put on a baby, so it's like a very fresh scent. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the most lotiony of lotions, but it does well in a pinch, and this thing takes up like no space, so I throw it in there. What else is in here? Oh, my little notebook. So I like to carry around this notebook when I also forgot to put a pen in here. But I like to carry around a notebook just in case I have thoughts that I want to put down. You know, just like anytime I feel like writing something, it's always good in a pinch. And this one is teeny tiny, small. It's from Pentalic, I think is the brand. And I got it at Walmart. I think it was like $5-6. And it's one of the grid ones. I really do like grid paper. So got one of those, and that's in there. That I write like daily thoughts and stuff in here as well. And if I had been writing at the time that this stuff happened, oh Lord. Okay, so let me just tell y'all. Okay, so before I left, I went on Craigslist because, you know, 17-year-old me, why the fuck not go on Craigslist? So I went on Craigslist and I looked at apartment offerings and stuff like that. FYI, do not do the things that I did. If you decide to move to a different city, different country, do not go this route, okay? The universe was looking upon me and keeping me safe because I had a hell of a time in a hell of a situation. So I got to New York City. I had talked to someone via Craigslist. They were offering me a place to stay in exchange for, what was it? I don't think it was like in exchange for anything really, but they were just like, here's a free place to stay, like just, you know, get on your feet, get your life back together. PSA, nobody in life gives you anything for free just to give it to you. Like, not when it comes to a home, okay? People are not just handing out homes out here out of the kindness of their own hearts. But 17-year-old me, again, naive as fuck, didn't know that this is not what people do. So I get to this guy's house, and I remember I was like in the Bronx with my luggage, and I'm like, you know, if you've never been to the Bronx, there's a lot of hills in the Bronx, okay? There's hills that literally are like this, and I'm, you know, dragging my suitcase up this hill, and I get to this guy's house, and we go in, and he's giving me the grand tour of his apartment, and then he turns and he opens this door, and he goes, and this is where the girls sleep. The who? The what? He's like, yeah, so this is where the girls sleep. You'll be one of the girls, and we'll get you set up with everything, you know, meet some new people. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be trafficked, prostituted, whatever the fuck. He didn't care that I was a minor, just did no thoughts at all, okay? Like, this man was setting me up. To be fair, I kind of set myself up, but he took advantage of my naivete, and I was like, oh my God. I remember sitting on his couch looking at this man, and he's just talking, and you know the thing from Charlie Brown where all you hear is wah, 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 wah. Like, that's literally what I heard, because my brain was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get trafficked, I'm gonna end up on the back of a bus somewhere, I'm gonna end up in the back of a truck, I'm gonna end up like with my body parts in a box. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so I'm listening to all these thoughts in my brain that are telling me like, run, figure something out, right? Like it was bad, okay? And I did find a knight in shining armor, you know, like on a white horse. But I'll tell you about that in a second. We're getting down to like the end of the things that are in this bag currently. I have a tub of Wrigley's extra long lasting peppermint stick chewing gum. I don't think I've even opened one of these. I don't think I've even eaten one of these, but you never know when you might need some fresh breath. So always gotta have the thing, but it does make my bag smell minty fresh. And of course, because I'm a little bit of an addict, I have jewel pods. I don't even know if I can show these on YouTube, but they're there. And of course, like I told you guys about last week, my Pharmacy Honey Butter Beeswax Lip Balm, okay? I have to do what the makeup guru YouTubers do and do this. This thing is the best. Okay, look, just love this stuff so much. This saves my lips, much like this person saved my life that night, I'm sure. So I had actually, at the same time that I was on Craigslist almost getting trafficked, talked to someone else, and everything in my body was like, just call this person. Because at the last minute I had changed my mind, and I didn't want to inconvenience this very nice person and went to stay with this other guy who clearly I should have stayed away from. So I called or like text this guy, because obviously like I'm sitting with this other, you know, trafficker guy. So I text this guy and I'm like, oh my God, this is my situation, this is what's happening to me. And he very graciously was like, I'm going to send you an Uber, where are you at? And I'll, you know, I'll send an Uber to pick you up. So then I'm looking at this guy, right? And I go, oh, actually, you know what? Change of plans. I don't need to stay here. My uncle is coming to pick me up. He's sending an Uber for me. And old boy goes, oh, I thought you didn't have any family here. Why did I tell the truth to these people? Why was I telling the truth to strangers that I didn't even know? And I was like, oh yeah, no, he's like a really close family friend. Like, he had some things come up, and he actually does have more time now to take me in. And he's like, okay, but he let me go. Okay, so I took my opportunity, I took my motherfucking bags, I sent a prayer and a wish to the girls that were in that situation, because I don't even know what happened to them. I couldn't even tell you where that apartment was. Like, I just was so laser focused on getting myself out. And I get into this Uber, and I'm going out of the city now, and I'm in Jersey City. So I'm in Jersey City, and this guy, you know, just was the most kind man ever. I really do believe that he was an angel sent from above, because this man saved me from a potential life of being trafficked, murdered. It was just like, there was a lot happening for me. And this was all in one night, mind you. Like, I had just traveled the 8 hours to New York, gotten to New York, and this is when all this was unfolding. I hadn't even slept yet, okay? and he's just the nicest man. Like, ordered pizza, gave me a place to stay. He was like, stay here for as long as you need. And I really didn't even take him up on his offer. I think I stayed there maybe like a week at most, but I really don't even think it was that long, because I just felt like I was inconveniencing this person so much, and I really hate to be a burden, okay? But you know, I still have his number. I don't know if it's the same number, but I'm telling you, like, once I'm back in New York, that is one of the first things that I'm going to do, is go see this man and thank him for saving my life, because he really did absolutely 100%, I know without a shadow of a doubt, saved my life. And I just thank you, kind sir, because that whole situation was a mess. My God. We are down to the last 3 things in this here bag, just like I was down to my last 3 chances at life. But this is the Touchland Power Mist Moisturizing Hand Sanitizer. This is it here. It looks a little bit red because it was like in my Coach bag and it was eating up the lining in my Coach bag. So glad it's, you know, not in there anymore. But this is it here. It does, let's see if you can see it. Oh. I don't know if you can see that, but it does mist and it smells good. I mean, obviously it's hand sanitizer, so it has like that alcoholic smell, but you know, I love me some hand sanitizer, especially right now. A tampon, because you never want to be caught without. Again, with the tissues, I have been caught without, so I carry one straggly tampon with me at all times, because this might actually, you know, come in really handy. And if not for me, for someone else. There's always someone who needs a tampon anywhere at any time. And the last thing in my bag is my Fujifilm disposable camera. I got this just to like take random photos of things that I see throughout the day, to just kind of have a fun little time to you know, just take random photos. I'm not like setting things up, so that I can just have a little photo album of just random shit that I've taken of. And I have 16 more exposures left, so why don't we take one now? Okay, let's do that. Turn a little flash on. Ooh, that little whirring sound. Okay, we're going to, okay, and we're gonna look, and ow, how cute. I hope you smiled, I hope you posed. I didn't even count down, I just took the photo. And that is it. We are at the bottom of my bag. It is absolutely empty. So I'm going to just throw that stuff back in there. But yeah, y'all, that is my story. Okay, that is my first night ever in New York City, and I have a zillion other stories of my time in New York, and I would love to share them with you. So if you guys thought this story was interesting, please let me know. Make sure to subscribe, comment below on what you would have done in that situation if you were as crazy as I was at 17, if you've ever moved to a different city or a different country, and how your first day or your first week, month was like for you. And don't forget to like this video and share it with everyone you know. So that is everything. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video, and I will see you next Thursday with another video. Bye.